Well, everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at iOS 26 and just see how it holds up on the iPhone 14. Now, I just installed it in a beta format. Again, this is a developer beta. And the big thing you're going to have to remember here is that these types of updates, they're going to be basically giving you a good experience, but they're still going to be rocky, and I really wouldn't recommend people to install it just yet. Now, first things first, the update size was pretty big. As you can see right here, it was about 7.38 gigabytes on some phones, some other ones 7.65, 8.6. So there is quite a bit of a range, so kind of keep that in mind. But otherwise, it still is going to be a pretty good size update for the most part. Now, on top of that, if you go ahead and kind of see one of the biggest changes, it's the new UI. The user interface is a little bit changed this year, quite a bit. There's new app icons that look different. The UIs look different as well. And they did spend a little bit of time talking about this new clear option. It's kind of like the liquid glass type of experience they're kind of talking about. If you click on clear here, it actually goes through and it kind of essentially kind of clears out all your icons. Now it's cool. I'm probably never going to use this. I'm not that big of a fan of it, but that's just one more toggle added. And Apple spent a lot of time talking about the UI elements. The thing that scares me here is that, they did this before. And their focus, I'm surprised, is on UI elements and stuff because there's so much stability things and so many features they could have added potentially. Beyond that, the next thing they did was basically add some new elements. So all the applications are kind of redesigned. So you'll see that there's some new UI elements like the search bar at the bottom here. The photos icon looks slightly different as you can see, in here. Whatever application you go into, it looks very different. So I'll make videos on kind of the new elements and changes in each application. But that is kind of a cool thing they ended up doing here. But, it may take a little bit of time for some people to get used to, but it is kind of a cool thing. Now, the phone application got a pretty big update. Number one, they now have this thing called Hold Assist. So if you are put on hold, you can just leave your phone there and it will basically notify you when they're, ready to take your call. And they have call screening. So if somebody's calling you and you want to see if it's a scam, you can screen the call before. If it's important, you can read it and kind of respond back that way. Live translation is also here, so people can go through while you're in a call and translate live, which is really awesome. iMessage also got some really big updates here as well. So, number one, if you go ahead and kind of take a look, we now have this new UI that kind of looks different. The background can also be changed now in iMessage. So you can have like custom backgrounds inside of iMessage, which is actually something that's super cool. We also have the ability of sending polls out as well, so you can tap here. There should be a little polls option. For me right now, it's missing. Maybe I have to go and try to figure it out. But when you have more than one person, you can basically start sending polls out, which is really cool. There's also new improvements within CarPlay. So CarPlay has the ability of having widgets. Apple Music, Maps, and Wallet got some big updates. The Apple Games application is now here. So you can go through and go right inside of your iPhone like this. And there's this new Apple Games option, which is actually pretty cool in and of itself. So that right there is something else that's really awesome. And although it's a big update, I really would not recommend anybody to install it just yet. I would recommend just waiting it out. There's lots of improvements that Apple threw in here that I don't like the control center. I don't really like this. I think it doesn't blur out the background that much. Also, the notification drawer is very glitchy, as you can see. So there's a lot of changes Apple's going to have to make here. So that's why I would not recommend installing it. But it runs okay. But again, hopefully there's going to be some newer changes that happen very soon. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that will mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, till then.